Dear Mary, I hope you had a great first day of classes. I did. You probably didn't even go to classes because of the eclipse, but I went to class like a good child. And I've been meeting a lot of new people and been making good impressions on my teachers, and some of those new people I was talking about are my roommates, and they probably think I'm crazy because this is like the 100th time I've said this to my computer. I sat down and started filming a video on one topic, and then I decided that it wasn't working, and I just was like frustrated, so then it turned into this video, and this is kind of just going to be me rambling, so I apologize. I just really wanted to put a video up today, and I didn't really put a lot of time or effort into making it. What I want to talk about is how to have a happily ever after. I just started thinking about this the other day when I was thinking about villains' end goals. And like a lot of times especially in like younger stories, you see these villains, and if you start to think about like where are they gonna stop? Like when are they gonna be satisfied with what they have? Because there's some times when people just keep grasping and grasping and grasping for power, and it's like, are they ever going to reach their goal? Because do they have like an actual attainable goal? Will they ever be satisfied with what they have? And like, so a good example is Jafar from Aladdin, and like his wishes are to become the most powerful sorcerer. And then he's like, that's not enough power for me. I need to be the Sultan. I think it's in that order. It might be the other way around. And then finally he's like, this is not yet enough power for me. I need to be a genie. And that ultimately leads to his demise. But like, would there have been a point where Jafar was like, yes, this is perfect. I am fine. I can just sit back and relax. You know, is that a point? Because, I mean, when you think about it, like, human life is not like stories, because stories have this beautiful arc, and then there's like this end, this beginning, and this end, and like that's nice, and that's entertaining, and that's great for stories. And I'm not saying that stories should be exactly like life, because that would be extremely boring. My life story began on the day I exited the womb. But, like, I mean, how did I get into the womb? Well, then to tell that story, you have to tell the story of my parents and how they met. And then to tell the story of my parents, you would have to tell the story of their parents and how they met, you know. So essentially, my beginning goes all the way back to the beginning time. And then, essentially, like, I mean, I'm probably have kids, I'm going to interact with people, and I'm going to make impacts on other people's lives. And in that sense, my story is continued forever and ever and ever, you know, because those people are going to then make impacts on other people's lives. So, like, I mean, our story doesn't begin and end with our life. I mean, after you're like 10 years old, you're like, you don't really look at it as happily ever after, because you know there's not going to be a point where after this point for the rest of your life you're just going to be happy, because that's not how it is. Even like Cinderella, the absolutely epitome of like happily ever after, even that's not happily ever after, because there's sequels where then something happens to trip Cinderella up, and you know she has other problems that she has to deal with, even though she's living her happily ever after. So I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, how could we have a real life happily ever after? I'm not trying to be cynical, I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just saying that maybe we should try to have a happily ever after. And I was thinking about like what that could mean. Like, could that mean like just going to bed at the end of the day and just like going to bed with a smile on my face because I'm happy and satisfied with what has happened that day? I'm happy with that story of my life. That short story of my life, if you will, that chapter. What essentially I'm trying to say, I don't know if I'm saying this at all, but I think that happily ever afters are achievable, like little mini ones. I've never read The Fault in Our Stars, but I believe they talk about like little infinities and having an infinity. So that I guess I'm just saying what John Green said, is that like we can have our own moments of happiness, of times where we're like, yes, this is it. I am happy with the way my life is, and I'm satisfied with this. We don't ever call them endings because life goes on. Just every once in a while, take a moment to just enjoy where you're at, enjoy what you've done. Not every day has to be a good day, but some days do. The other thing is, I was watching a lot of like, I was I was branching out and watching some new vloggers, and I just feel like so many of them film like really close to the camera, and it was making me uncomfortable. So I don't want to film really close to the camera. Your thoughts? Do you like this camera angle? Also, do you want a room tour? I was thinking about filming a room tour, but I never got around to it, so let me know. Sincerely, it's Sophistication.